Alright, welcome back.
The rift is closed. That's what we did last time. Zelda fucking delved into that dungeon and...
Dude, she went deep into that rift,
in that delicious dungeon. But Falana, I don't see Zelda's horse anywhere.
The horse is already dead.
The horse is alive.
He's already been turned to paste.
Must have been frightened, hiding somewhere. Hey, come on back, horsey. She's not coming. Is she dead?
She's not coming is a hilarious line out of context, by the way.
Whoa! What about the carrots? She absolutely loves carrots. Maybe the smell of fresh carrot will get her to come back.
Obtain carrot.
You're right. We already learned this echo. Now I gotta find it.
Yeah, we got there. Just go into type and then go by food, obviously. The most reasonable list system you've ever seen.
Fish.
Bear. Yep, that's all the food. I'm guessing that's meat. You want vegetables. Keep going.
You're right.
Man, what a great system Nintendo made. Perfect.
Oh, it's my horsey.
That horse is eating dirt. That is not over the cannon.
She's eating a giant fucking carrot. Oh, she seems to be in good shape. I don't see any injuries. She's clearly happy she met her new companion.
Dude, I just had a fucking moment where I was like, oh, we should play Barbie Horse. Wait, we already played that.
Go watch that Let's Play.
Yeah, just go check that out. It's a good one.
Quite a gluttonous to health. You're quite... glaring? Fucking words.
Quite, Gracious
to help us, Zelda Princess. Now she's yours. Take her. I'm glad Lady Impa brought this maid into our lives. Say, hey, have you heard of the flag races? They're races hosted by the Hyrulean Ranch. You can participate if you bring your own horse to participate. And we have to get a piece of heart.
Damn straight.
Please feel free to drop by the Hyrule Ranch when you're interested. See you later, Zelda.
Bye, Zelda. One, I'm glad it's a female horse and not a male horse.
Yes.
The Rule 34 would be horrible if that was true. But, so...
I can use this and I can summon the horse anywhere by just dropping down a carrot.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's almost like just pushing a button and playing a flute, but it's way less practical.
Yep.
Cool. So, I actually have an interesting story to tell. I brought it up on the Assassin's Creed Let's Play because it happened while I was recording Assassin's Creed.
Let's hear about this thing, then.
So, I'm recording Assassin's Creed, and then last night my sister comes down.
Oh shit, you're playing Assassin's Creed?
Yeah,
you
should
check that out.
You
should check out that Let's Play. I've watched
good.
A little of it because I have not had time because my life is weird and in shambles. But, from what I've watched, it's been pretty funny. Like, I'm not even lying. I've watched a little of it, and it's been pretty funny.
It's been pretty good. I've also been doing a good job keeping up with the lore. So every now and again, I'm just like a deep lore cut of like...
Okay, this is what's going on.
This is what's going on. My favorite is when something is brought up, and I'm just like, oh, that won't be relevant for another 5 games. Like, it's good. They had, they brought up I'm playing, right now I'm on Rogue, Assassin's Creed Rogue, and they were like, I was going into the files, and they had, like, this audio log that I unlocked, and they talked about the Ankh, and I was just like, oh... Wow, that's weird that they brought this up. That's not relevant until 5 games. That's not relevant until Assassin's Creed Origins, and it doesn't even appear in Origin. It appears in the side comic of Origin that happens after the Origin game takes place, where they get the Ankh, and they talk about how it revives the dead, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not actually true. You see, what it does is if someone is dying, or about to die, or has recently died, I mean very recently died, you can hand them the Ankh, and the Ankh will bring them back to life just long enough for you to get information you need out of them. But the minute they let go of the Ankh, they go back to being dead. So... of course. And so, I got all the deep cuts. I know a lot of the Assassin's Creed lore. I have a lot of the fucking deep cut on that franchise. And we've been going through all of them in historical order, so it's very funny. Anyways, not important to my story, though. So, I'm recording, and I get interrupted, right? Now, my sister comes down, I'm like, alright, hold on, I gotta pause. So I pause. sister comes down and she's talking. She's discussing. We're going on a trip, so she's discussing certain things we need, right, and buying a couple things. I'm like, all right. So she's talking, and she's talking about the things and everything, and blah blah blah, and everything is fine. And then I had an experience that I have not experienced in a very, very long time. So she's like, yeah, I don't know, but I'm thinking about buying these. And I'm like, I don't think you'll need them, but like, yeah, I mean, if you want it, you can buy it.
Go for it, yeah.
And then I just watched in like what felt like slow motion, her just fall fully backwards, just like, whoo, backwards onto the floor. And I was like, the fuck? And like, at this point, like, I am the world's best person to have in case of an emergency, because no matter how dire an emergency is, I just have zero reaction to it. So
correct.
So she like falls like full back, hits her head on the back of my shelf, my game shelf, and I'm like, and it's like dead silent, and I'm like, huh, and I just go, you alright? And she goes, no, and I'm like, alright, she's fine then. So,
alright, no.
Because, like, what happened, I watched her, like, she was standing, and then she fell, and she took this whole blanket on the back of my couch with her when she fell, and she grabbed it and just went, clunk, hit her head on the shelf, and then had movement which I would describe as similar to a seizure, but not quite fast enough to be a seizure, right? So I was like, you good? And then she's like, no, and I'm like, alright, she's fine then. Because I was like, because I don't know about you, Derek, but for me, if I go, hey, you alright, and there's no response, I'm like, alright, they're in trouble.
Yeah, no, that is the thing.
But, like, if I go, hey, you alright, and they say words, I'm like, alright, they're fine.
They're at least conscious enough to speak.
They're conscious, and they're not, they can speak, they're fine. Because if they can't respond, then I'd be like, oh, they might be unconscious and or having a stroke. So, keep in mind, before people were like, oh, is she alright? She was alright. Everything was fine. But she fainted the lack of water. You know, she had the heat stroke or dehydration, depending on how you want to look at it. And she's like...
Sorry, I'm just laughing about this because it's just like literally a thing certain women will do where they just don't drink water.
Yeah, it is definitely a thing. It's funny because I'm talking about it, because Miranda's like, the hell happened? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you fainted. And she's like, she's like, but like, what happened? I'm like, well, you fell down and you hit your head on the back of my shelf. And she's like, really? She's like, I don't feel that. That seems fine. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure the game's cushioned your impact on the shelf. So, that's probably the best case scenario, because I live in a basement, and the basement is made of concrete. So if she landed headfirst onto the concrete floor, that would have been way worse.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm pretty sure you're good because you hit your head on my games.
Yeah.
Which are plastic and pretty cushioned considerably next to either A, the corner of that shelf, or B, the concrete floor. It's like that has I'm just gonna be real with you, the floor has way less give.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he lives in the basement. It is very hard and cold when I...
so, I had a fucking, like... Because it was funny, because, like, I saw her go down, and I just had a moment of, like, hell? I was like, the hell happened? You alright? No? Alright, she's fine. I am the least panicky person in the universe, though. But here's what's funny about it. Many, many years ago, I had that exact same thing happen with my cousin. And I mean, like, the exact same thing. And that's why it's always so weird to me. Because when people faint, it's like...
Yep.
So, like, I'm having, like, a full conversation with them, and then they're just on the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, so what happened with my cousin, we were out on a boat.
Chickens! We gotta get the chickens back! It's not important. Chris, continue with your story. It's not
okay.
important.
I figured. I was just being safe.
Yeah, you're being a nice guy.
Yeah. So I was talking to him. We got off the boat, and I'm talking to him, and we're walking back to the dock. I don't remember what we were talking about because it was like fucking 12 years ago now. But we're talking, and then suddenly I just hear thud, and I'm like, what? And I like turn around, and he's like, back first on the pier, and everyone's like, oh my god, I'm running over to him, and I'm like, the fuck happened? I'm like, he was just talking to me like a second ago. There's no way he's dead. Like, So, like, what happened? But that was the exact same experience I had. It's like deja vu because I was talking to her, and then she was just like, whew, and I was like, huh? It's like, so I don't, my brain doesn't have the speed necessary to, like, contemplate of, like, oh, they're fainting. Like,
Yeah,
my
you should
brain is
catch
like, conversation, and then they're down, and I'm just, my brain's like, dude, you gotta switch gears. They are on the floor now. You are no longer having a conversation. And I'm like, right, brain, that is indeed what is happening. You alright?
Left brain does not talk to right brain.
Well, we're dyslexic, so that is true. But that is what causes dyslexia, is the poor capability of right brain talking to left brain. It's like... Oh man, so yeah, it was just really funny because it's just the realization of like, oh, yo, you dead?
Zelda, blah blah, help with the rifts. We can go into Groudon's. Blah blah, Groudon's good neighbors, blah blah, new leader. There's a rift terrain. Do as you will, princess. I'm fucking trying to get these chickens, so leave me alone!
And I was like, but it was funny because afterwards I'm like, she's like, yeah, she's like, it was weird because like my vision was starting to go blurry,
yeah,
and then it was
dehydrated.
like, and then like,
oh, my sweet Cocos are home. Here, please take this. She fucking pelts it at me across the fucking way.
She's like, my vision was starting to go blurry, but like I wasn't worried about it, so I just, felt like I was just gonna power through it. I'm like, yeah, that's dehydration. You don't power through. If you're like, wow, I can't see anything, it's not like I'll be fine. That's I should drink some water.
Oh boy.
I know Derek gets this because like this is a peak woman thing to do.
And that's not even like, that's not sexist speak. It's, I've known a number of women.
No, it's a experience thing. Like this has happened before.
Like, yeah, it's not sexist. It's I've known a number of women who just do not realize they need to drink as much water as they do.
To be fair, guys kind of cheat because when we get dehydrated, first we'll get headaches.
Yeah.
And then we'll start getting the dehydration symptoms. I found out recently that women usually don't get that part.
Really?
Yeah, they usually skip the headache part, and they don't get the headaches.
Yeah, because I get, like, real bad headaches when I don't drink enough water during the day.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, where did that little scamp get off to? Oh, excuse me, miss, but would you mind listening to this old man's tale of heartbreak? You can see, I can't find my cat anywhere. She's often out with the other cats in towns. I wish I had a way to ask her if I've seen them. If only I had a cat close for a moment. Cat close? You see, they're a magical outfit that lets you understand cat speak. There's a set in this village here. If somebody snapped them before I could.
Damn.
It was a young lady that's usually in front of the store there. I can't exactly ask to borrow the outfit she just bought, can I? What to do?
I mean, sure you can. The worst she can say is no.
Oh yes, I bought the set of cat clothes. Well, they let you talk to cats. How could I not buy them on the spot? What I plain forgot was, anytime I get close to cats, I burst out sneezing. It's a real shame. I just bought them. And I'll have to put them back into storage. Oh, you're looking for some cat clothes? Well, if I can ask you a favor, if you can do it, I'll give you the cat clothes. Over there. You see that cat?
That sure does look like a cat.
There's something important buried underneath there. Would you mind digging it up for me? The cat refuses to move. If I get too close, I'll be sneezing all over the place. But I was just giving up. Maybe you can lure it away with something. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to lure it away with.
Probably fish.
How did you know?
I'm just good about that. She is the carrot. Some cats like carrots.
Yeah, right here, next to the other food. The grilled fish, the meat, the stuffed toy, and the carrot.
Of course. All very edible.
But okay, I didn't know that. That's a thing that happens with women. Do not get the headaches.
Yeah, it's very rare. They don't usually get it. Good cat.
Meow meow.
But yeah, it was funny because I was talking to her. I'm like, did you get the star vision? You know, the thing when your eyes, you can see sparks of light real quick, all over the place.
Eye floaters?
Yeah, eye flutters essentially. I don't know if that's what they're called, but I'm gonna
eye
say
floaters.
You're right.
Eye floaters are something different.
Okay.
But eye floaters are the things you get if you.
Oh, eye floaters. I thought you said eye flutters. I was like, oh, is that what they're called? I didn't know that.
Eye floaters are when your eyes just kind of start some weird stuff. You
Yeah,
start
you
seeing
can
weird
see the
stuff.
stuff in
That's
it,
a
yeah.
problem, and you should go see an eye doctor.
Yep.
You dug up my secret stash. Here, as promised, I'll give you these clothes. I buried it just to keep my buying impulse, but once it's been dug up, I'll be in trouble. Well, I'm no denying my impulses now. Thank you so much.
You ever see old videos of camera flash where the camera flashes and then it has that huge on the video?
Yes.
It's like that, but in your eye.
Yes.
It's like little ones. I was like, did you get the thing with the eye lights that flicker through? And she's like, yeah. And I was just like, yeah, see, that was your warning. That was the warning sign. Because when you start seeing that, that's a sign that you were fucked up.
The food you gave me is very yummy. I'm looking for a cat. The one that lives with the old man? No idea. Maybe the others know.
No. But yeah, anyways, more of the story is I'm a great person to have during a panic. Because I am the chillest human being in the fucking universe. Literally nothing gets to me. Because I have a very easiest thought process, Derek, which is, well, either they're fine, or they'll be dead soon and it won't be my problem. So...
Yeah, no, you're not wrong there.
There was a...
You understand cats? That's rare for your kind. The cat that lives with the old man. I've been very busy sunbathing and don't know. Check with the one on top of the windmill.
There was this one time where Trevor was driving, right? And he, whipped his car around a corner super fast to make a light. And he literally Tokyo drifted his whole SUV out. And then we, overturned and he was driving straight towards another car that was waiting at the other lights. And, that dude needed to change of clothes. Because I could see his face. We made dead eye contact and he looked like, oh god, I'm going to die. He legitimately thought he was going to die. I was so chill. That happened, and I was like, oh, alright, well.
This is something that's happening.
I'm like, this is something that's happening. We're either going to be in a car crash right now, or we're not. And Trevor managed to recorrect it, and it was fine. He didn't hit anyone. And, I'm dying laughing at this point. I'm fucking losing my shit, because I'm just like, dude, that dude needs a change of pants. That dude's fucked up. And meanwhile, Mario's in the car, and he is...
Losing it?
Losing it. He's like, dude, what the fuck? You could have killed the I'm fucking dying. I'm like, that was fucking hilarious. He's like, Mario's pissed. He's pissed. He thought he was gonna die. I sat there and I was just like, well, either Trevor corrects this problem, or we're gonna have one hell of an insurance claim on our hands.
I've come to the realization at this point in my life of, if I die, I die.
Yeah, that's been my outlook on life forever.
A long time.
Forever. It's like, well, if I die, I die. Yeah.
Well, I was asleep. What's going on? Oh, my person friend is looking for me. This is too
my
much.
person friend is so accurate for cats.
I guess I will be sleeping here for a long time. Hungry too. I guess I'll go home for a snack. The realest fucking cat dialogue.
Yep.
I want to get one thing before, because you'll get a chuckle out of this.
Mm-hmm. I love the, also I love the, I don't know how to get my cat to come home. And it's like, well, if they have kittens, you just hold the kitten outside, and it will come.
And let the kitten meow, and the cat will go, my kitten!
My babies. And then, or you can also just open a can of food. That's why whenever you feed a cat, you're supposed to say food or num-nums or whatever it is you want to, whatever your cat, something that tells the cat, if I hear this noise, that means food.
Yeah.
Because then you can go outside and be like, food! And the cat will be like, oh, food!
If you make a specific sound, it's the same thing with dogs. If you indicate a sound indicating food, the animal, hell, it even works with people. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, it does. Yep.
Yeah. But, so, remember how Zelda has a cat?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, your little head. I'm doing a magnificent job as security for your room.
Yep. Absolutely.
Just, I figured you got a chuckle out of that little line. So
I like that. I also what's the human person?
human
Ah,
person.
yes, human person. I see that you've returned with food. We are cool for one more day.
I love it. Dude, cats. Most cats and have a very different demeanor than dogs
Well, yeah.
because like almost every dog is very similar.
Yeah, they're very hyper.
Most
especially
cats,
when they're young.
Most
Yeah.
cats are very similar, but some cats are like, I want to be a dog.
Yeah. No, you never. Me and Trevor
Oh,
talked
it's
about
you.
it.
My kitty came home. You helped her, didn't you? Here, plate this as my token of gratitude. I got some grapes and a cat suit.
Grapes. That's great. Ah! God!
Shucks. Oh, shucks.
So, yeah, it's funny because me and Trevor have talked about it before. Because me and Trevor are both cat people. But, like, our thought process behind it is we like cats more because you never know what you're going to get with a cat. You know, dogs are always the same, but a cat...
Dogs are pretty similar, yeah.
You have no idea what you're going to get with a cat. Your cat could be cool as shit, or your cat could be a menace. There's no way to know until you get the cat.
Yeah. Very true. Oh, wait, I think I have to talk to her up front. No, I can do that.
I have two. I ended up. We've had a bunch of cats. Only two of them have ever been lap cats, and Trevor's always like, I've always wanted a lap cat, but none of our cats ever want to just sit on my lap and chill.
There's a room in the palace called the Treasury. I wonder what's in there. I haven't gotten in there yet. At one point, there's a hole in the ceiling, but they patched it up in short order.
Short Order. I know Short Order, boy. Everyone's favorite superhero.
Only authorized personnel. Okay, I have to do that then.
Womp womp.
Whap whap.
Womp womp.
Security looks good. Ah, Zelda, good to see you. Is your journey going well? Since you left, I've been hard at work as the captain of the guard. Just the other day, Chief Shira,
Princess Captain of the Guard.
Princess Captain of the Guard, ordered tight security on the treasury, which I've improved. I placed some of our best and most trusted soldiers as guards there. But I feel like I could test them if I could see it. Zelda, how about putting our security on test? If you steal the contents of the treasuries and the deepest area of the treasury, you win. What do you think? I'm ready. That's the spirit. The treasury is on the second floor of the palace. You can go over there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, bye.
Alright.
Bye!
Bye. Have a good time.
Have a wonderful time! But yeah, no, lap cats are interesting.
Lap cats are cool.
You know, some people have similar cats. My friend, she's got a cat that was her brother's, and that cat likes to invade her space a lot.
Yep.
And like gets into the bed and sits on her in the beginning of the day.
Yep.
But I've seen other cats that are just like, nope, I'm good. I don't want to exist in this plane of reality.
I have one of our cats is an attention whore.
Yep.
It like constantly wants attention. It's its favorite thing. It's always like, essentially, it's always like, look at me, pet me. What are you doing? Come on.
Why aren't you petting me yet?
Why aren't you petting me? If you're not petting her and she's there, she'll like come up to you on the couch and she'll do the paw thing where she's like, but she's so nervous about it. She's like, pet me. Come on.
Yeah, my dog.
I know you know I'm here.
My dog does the same thing, but he just shoves his whole fucking body in your face. And it's just like, hey, I'm here. Can you pet me?
Meanwhile, my other cat, Kiba, he's a big fucker. He's a lap cat, but only if you pick him up and move him to the lap. But he'll be like, I want attention too now. Let me just stand in front of your computer monitor until you acknowledge my existence.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me. He's like...
Witness me!
Yeah. He's like Roman Reigns in wrestling. Acknowledge me.
Witness me. Oh, dude, we got the sacred treasure. You got some silk pajamas.
Silk
Your heart
pajamas.
will recover faster when you wear them while you're sleeping.
You got the silk pajamas. Whose are these?
Looks like this is a dead end. Do you think this is the treasure? Let's take it and get out of here.
Wow, and then we got out of there.
Then we did it. Oh, I lost. Oh, I lost. I have confidence in my setup, but if anybody could find an opening, it'd be you, Zelda. There's clearly room for improvement, so we can use this information to make security tighter. Thanks for the help out. Oh, you can keep those silk pajamas as a reward. Aren't they luxurious? They're a prize and joy of the Gerudo artisans. I even have a set myself.
Oh, they're not hers. Okay.
I'm sure your journey will be challenging, so take this luxury and rest while you can. Bye. Have a wonderful time.
All right. With that, though, I think we'll call it here and pick it up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.